All right. Well, here we go. Welcome back, everybody, to the Boomer Backfield podcast. It is a Friday.
What up? Happy Friday.
It's a beautiful day outside.
It is.
Finally, it feels great outside.
Trying to catch some fish.
It is. We get to do the coolest job in the world, which is talk about OU sports and football. Like, come on. It's going to be a great day. My name is Colby.
My name is Spencer.
My name's Kylan.
Yeah, and today we're going to get a little bit into baseball, some hoops, a little bit of football, and comments on comments.
Mhm.
Miss anything?
Softball.
Softball. Yep.
Coming up. Big
I mean,
softball
that's
weekend.
Big softball weekend, dude. Conference
So-
play starts
Yeah.
this weekend. So, yeah, with that being said, let's jump right in. Baseball. DBU.
Dude, what is it? What is it about the
Worst
Dallas
take
Baptist?
Right here. Worst take ever. By the
Yeah, so
We're back. We're here.
I said we arrived.
We're here.
Here's the thing. Last week I said that there's a chance that we could go undefeated until conference play.
Jinxed.
I should have known better because DBU has our number, bro. It's just like the Kansas State teams during the Baker and Kyler and Jalen years. They just have our number. I don't know what it is. DBU's got it. They run rule us 11-0 in 7 innings at their place. Really just an absolute spanking. There's really nothing else to say about that. Just got beat. And granted, here's what I'll say is it was a Tuesday game on the road. Nobody wants to play that game. Like nobody, I don't know. I just don't like, I don't like midweek Tuesday games personally, but getting run rolled 11-0 when you're ranked the 16th team in the country is just, that hurts.
Depends on the opponent.
DBU's elite.
DBU's like, yeah.
They're elite.
I'd be juiced up to play DBU.
If it was Abilene Christian.
Yeah, if it's like AC, yeah.
Not juiced up.
Yeah.
It was just, it got ugly real fast. Like within the first 3 innings, we were down. It was like,
Yeah.
it was like 5-0. And it was like, oh, yeah, we're cooked.
Yeah.
But DBU's, they're always like that.
Yeah.
They average like 43 wins a season for the past like 10 years, which is
crazy.
absurd.
Mhm.
That is
Because
crazy.
you only play like 60 games.
Yeah.
So
They're an elite. It's kind of crazy
they're
how
a
good
team.
they are.
They
Like,
weren't
it's
having like a great start
fascinating.
either. So there was some confidence there, but I don't think OU's cooked. Like I don't think OU
No.
baseball's cooked. But the whoever threw, I wish I forgot your name for DBU. Jim hit like 10 Ks through 5 innings.
Yeah.
And I was like, some people are like, these at bats don't even look competitive. And
Yeah.
I was like, that's what's like scary is like if the at bats are looking like you're just there's no hope.
Yeah. Well, that's what Skip needs to do.
There's a problem. Yeah.
Get him to come to OU.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I mean, DBU is an elite team. It's if you're going to get beat by a mid-major, it's going to be DBU.
Yeah,
They're probably the best mid-major. I don't know of any other mid-majors that are as good as DBU consistently year in and year out.
Yeah.
The question is, though, is when talking about arms, I mean, we faced number 2 Virginia and number 7 Oregon State.
Yeah.
They got arms like that.
They do. Yeah.
And where we played them on Saturday and Sunday, so we faced one of their top 3 arms. Why could we hit and play then and not DBU? Like, is that DBU pitcher just like going to the league? Is he literally just elite upper nines, or is he? Or were we just not? Were we not in the zone? Were we not feeling it that day? Were the bats cold? Like, I don't know.
I mean, on top of that, they're hitting off us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Virginia had 2 runs or 3 runs on us. Like, allowing 11 in 7 innings.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. So it's both sides. It's not even just like, we couldn't hit, but we also, I mean, they're also raking off of us. So one thing that I thought was relevant, and obviously this goes for both teams, but 48 mile per hour wind gusts. It was like
That's
insane.
crazy.
Like, it was like
that can feel
Their home runs were like, you watch like DBU's like 2 jacks. This guy, they just poked the ball, 2 righties, hitting literally routine fly outs.
Just carries
like 400 and something feet. That's just But
so
I also think, on the other hand, hey, both teams are playing in the same wind.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's definitely not.
Literally, at that point, if I'm a coach, I'm saying put the ball in the air. Hit the ball in the air.
Hit the ball up.
Literally.
Plus, too, I think not that this gives like DBU any like credit or like extra grace, but it is a Tuesday game, so your Tuesday arms are typically not your best. But that also goes for DBU. The same is said for DBU. They're not throwing their number 1 ace on a Tuesday against OU. They're just not. They're saving them for Friday nights. Yeah. So it's just crazy that we. It's just crazy. DBU is a great team, but like I 11-0 in 7 innings is just like it's just maybe it's just a bad day. Maybe it was just a bad, and that's just how baseball is. You just have days like that where you just have a bad day.
I think it was a bad day. I also think this fan base needed to come down to earth just a little bit. Like, people were talking about, a World Series run, and I was like, all right, we gotta calm down. That Virginia game just like got people really excited, and there's nothing wrong with being excited, but I don't think we're up there, like, in the elite, like top 5 teams right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still think, and again, the conference schedule is going to be so tough. Like, I think this was a bit of okay, we are not an undefeatable team, or an unbeatable team.
Yeah. That's baseball, man. I think we're top 25 for sure.
Yeah, I think so too. But
just one of those bad Tuesday games, man. Just one of those days.
Yeah.
That's baseball. That's how it works.
Teams aren't.
There'll be more weekends that come like that too. But we'll also beat some crazy teams that we probably shouldn't. That's just how baseball works. Moving along.
What's next?
Softball, huh?
Softball action. Dude, I saw this today. 2 undefeated teams. South Carolina and OU playing.
The last 2.
South Carolina is kind of raw.
Number 9.
They swept number 8 Duke last weekend on the road. Swept them at their place. They're legit. And the thing is, though, is no matter how good another softball team is, I've never had more unwavering faith in a program than OU softball. We could be playing at number 2 Texas on the road, and I would think, we're just fine. I think we're going to win.
Unfortunately, it'd be number 1 Texas.
Number 1.
It would be number 1 Texas.
Number 1 Texas, which is crazy because we haven't lost a game, but whatever. But yeah, I have so much confidence in this team.
I'm excited.
It's unwavering.
I'm excited to see what this group of girls, because I mean, if you look at it, if you hadn't watched a softball game this whole entire year, you would probably maybe know 2 people in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
And frankly, you don't know what these girls are, what they're made of, but against elite competition, who knows? You knew last year, all right, it's fine. Jada Coleman's going to start the game off probably 3-run jack, or actually solo. Let me rephrase that. Solo jack. Here comes Ciara Jennings. She's probably hitting a backside double. Doesn't matter. But these girls, they're like, hey, this is it's time to go. Time to roll. You got to pick it up because number 9 South Carolina, they're not scared. People are now not afraid, I don't think, to play OU.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those things where if you lose, no one's going to clown you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you win, You just beat back to back national champions.
Yeah.
It's literally a win-win.
Yeah.
Regardless.
That's one of those things where it's like you play that team and you have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And those are the scariest teams, man. Because it's like if you lose, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't, yeah.
But if you win, it's a big deal. So
it's a rebuild year, obviously. And I think to your point, like I think part of the fear was these like next like elite level players. Like when you came to Oklahoma, if you hit it center field, maybe the greatest center fielder of all time's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the greatest catchers of all time is behind you while you're at the plate. Like some of the best pitchers in the game are pitching to you. So it's like that just puts something in you, knowing that these are the best of the best, maybe ever at certain times during the dynasty. Just that strikes fear in people. And that's what closes out games. Because OU softball we were winning certain games by tons and tons of runs.
Yeah.
But when you watch those World Series back, they were always close games.
Yeah.
Always close games.
Sweating.
There was some was some run rules here and there, but
last year, bro.
Last year was close.
Yeah.
It was sweating all year long. So it's not like the gap is huge. It's not like the margin's massive. And so I think in this rebuild year, you lost all that elite level talent, greatest of all time type talent. We're going to find out this weekend. Like, did we rebuild? Are we in a rebuild year? Like what's happening right now in Norman? And I could see a scenario where we go 2-1 this weekend or 1-2. And it's like, oh, like parity has arrived.
Yeah.
Cause quite honestly, like OU softball and NCAA softball as a whole, there hasn't been parity. It's just been OU and then everybody else.
Yeah. And
I think we're approaching a place where schools are starting to invest in softball, especially now that they're seeing that OU is generating revenue off of softball.
Yeah.
And the playing field is equal. And I think this weekend we could see like it's real. Like we got competition now. We don't just cruise through the regular season anymore. Like it's a battle every week.
You know what's crazy to think is you say this is a rebuilding year, which it is. We are undefeated and ranked number 2 in the country. And this is a rebuild year.
Yeah.
That just shows you how elite this program is. Mm-hmm. God forbid we have a rebuild year in football.
Yeah.
And we have a rebuild year in softball. We're still number 2 in the country, undefeated. Like that just shows you the level of really just coaching we have in recruiting. Mm-hmm. It's unbelievable.
I mean, Patty's insane. Like
she might be the greatest, like one of the greatest coaches of all time in any sport. Any sport.
I just think there's like a certain like standard. I mean, I guess if you want to use that, we're in football. Like I feel like they claim our BV, but this is standard. And you might have a couple guys that fit it, but like you walk in these OU softball girls, it's boom, 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 like clockwork.
Yeah.
Like you're going to do the little whatever. When you hit a home run, you're not going to do your own little thing. You're going to hit. I forgot the meaning of it. It's something. It's like symbolism for something, but you're going to do that. You're going to wear whatever we're supposed to wear. And it's not going to be, oh, I'm going to do this and this and this. And the like clutch factor is what like, I think it scares people, but it's also insane because it keeps carrying over. Yeah. Like you think there was times where you'd be like, all right, we're down, but you just knew somebody's going to get it done.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
The one thing we really don't know this year.
That's what I was going to say. That's the question this year.
So it's like, there's no K9, there's no Kinsey Hansen, there's no Brito, there's no
Jada Coleman.
There's no Jada Coleman. There's no one like that right now that we know that's made it known.
Yeah.
I get it done. Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
It's like, because honestly, if you look at the roster, it's a scrap of transfer from here, and it's like, and they're not like big name transfer. It's like, Sam Landry came from Louisiana, like ULL, like that's. Abby Dayton came from Utah. Like there's these schools. It's like, it's not like we got Nyjah Kennedy running out into the circle. Like, oh, we know who that is. Yeah. So you don't really know for sure, but I'm excited to see it. Also, Nyjah Kennedy's getting absolutely hit around.
She is.
She's like probably has a losing record from the circle. But
God, we didn't pay her a meal.
Yeah,
it's crazy. That's the thing is that these girls are so bought in.
Yeah,
they're completely bought into the team. You talk about setting a standard and a culture. These girls are completely bought into it, and they're selfless.
Yeah,
that's the one thing I think that makes this team so great and so different is that they're all completely bought in to each other.
Yeah, it's
not just I'm trying to get mine. Like football, for being completely honest, there are players on the team that are just trying to get theirs. Softball, it's like they're all just a complete team.
I feel like a lot of it is. There's all the other sports. If you go get yours, guess what that's going to do? You're going to the next level. Softball, I mean, no hate to like the spark or like, but
you're exactly right.
There's no next level.
Yeah,
there's no next. There is, but it's not like that.
The biggest level is where you're at.
Money here, and you will be the spark.
You're at the biggest level already.
Exactly. So it's like, well, this kind of it.
Yeah,
so we might as well. I might as well try and get ours. Instead of let me get mine so I can get whatever.
Yeah.
I think the important thing that we're going to find out this weekend and throughout the season is exactly what you said. We're going to get in the same situations that we've always gotten. Bottom of the seventh, down one run.
Yeah.
Somebody on base and you got like it's on you.
Yeah.
The question is, do we have the next K9? Do we have the next Jada Coleman that's going to be able to do something in that moment? Because we always have throughout this entire dynasty, we've had multiple people through the lineup that can make that happen. And now it's like nobody on this lineup has done it before, has done that before for us. So that's that I think is going to be the entire, are we winning another national championship or not?
Yeah.
Do we have multiple players on the team that have that gene?
Clutch gene.
The clutch gene.
Do we got it?
I don't
know. Yeah. Moving along. Men's hoops, man. So 2 things happened this week. We lose to Ole Miss in a heartbreaking loss on the road. Finished off by Edmond, Oklahoma's own Sean Padula.
Yes, sir.
Game-winning.
Go Dogs.
Literally just go ahead 3. Go Dogs. Fortunately, at that point in time, everybody was pretty much wiped for the March Madness odds. We completely thought there's no way that we're getting in. And then we beat Mizzou at home by 12, I believe it was. 12.
96-84, I think.
We went, I believe, 18 for 19 on free throws. That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
18 for 19 on free throws.
Well, Jeremiah Fears went 12 for 12.
Yeah, that is.
Jeremiah Fears went 12 for 12.
That's unbelievable.
So.
Yeah, I can't believe it. So yeah, I mean that just shows you the parity of OU basketball, which is you lose on Saturday to Ole Miss, and your odds of March are pretty much at 0. Then you beat the number 15 team at home, and now all of a sudden we're back in the race. It's
to be fair, this is exactly what we called last week. We said, that road game probably not going to happen.
Yeah, but
that Missouri game and that Texas game, and so they're actually following the exact path that we said last week. Like this is how they can make it to March.
Yeah.
The Ole Miss game, man, was just brutal. Because it's like that we would probably already be
like decently solidified,
decently in there. We would be like half in, half out if we would beat Ole Miss and beat Missouri. What I think is interesting though, going out on top of the 18 and 19 free throws, is the offense for the past low key like 4 games. Although the results haven't been what we wanted them to be,
they've been shooting a lot.
The offense versus Kentucky, was good.
Yeah,
it was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, Otega Owe put up a generational performance, and we still stayed in the game. Like, pretty good offense. Offense versus
Ole Miss was next, right?
Ole Miss was pretty good.
Yeah,
we were scored like in the 80s.
Yeah.
And then Missouri is just crazy offense.
96.
The offense has like found a way. They found their groove or something.
Yeah, they figured it out.
They look really good.
They've locked in.
Dude, Sam Godwin.
Yeah.
I hope you're okay, Sam.
Gosh, I hope so. I don't know. It doesn't.
I think I looked at Spencer and I was like, is this? I think we looked at each other and we're like, is this Sam Godwin like legacy game? For senior night?
Yeah.
Because he started the game, I mean, crazy, like left-handed finish. I was like, bro, who is this?
There was a point where he had it at the top of the key and drove and got like a bucket. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. And I was like,
a left-hand bucket. Yeah.
What's happening? And it's the one thing that frustrates me it's like, where has this been?
Inconsistency.
Because if you play like this the whole season,
would have been.
Where are we
Yeah.
where are we ranked?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when you look at the record of games that we've had within 3 points, we're 2-4. You know, it's tough. I mean, it's really who knows? As of today, according to bracketology, first team out.
First team out. What's really interesting is Texas, third team out.
Yep.
Oh wow. So
This is
Saturday or tomorrow, OU Texas.
Yeah.
For the last game of the season. I mean, honestly, does it get any better,
dude,
than two teams that it's an elimination game? You lose, your season is basically like you can go to the SEC tournament and win the whole thing in theory, right? But I mean, like, this is it for both teams. Both teams desperately need this win in Austin. OU Texas, both teams first year in the SEC, trying to prove themselves in a new conference. The story doesn't get any better.
No. It's Texas had a 10% chance to get into March. They beat Mississippi State. They're at 36.6. It's literally make or break for both of these teams. It's going to be an awesome, incredible game to watch. I can't wait to see it.
ESPN has them at like 78% chance to win.
Yeah, the analytics.
Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense at home. They have a good home environment.
Oh,
I could see it.
They have an all right home environment. Good stadium.
It'll be good. Yeah. It'll be good Saturday.
It could be. It hasn't been good all year. And another thing is they have had some wild losses to like South Carolina.
Yeah.
The worst team in potentially Power 4 basketball. They lost.
What's strange, though, is they beat Kentucky.
Yeah.
They beat Kentucky. They beat Mississippi State. It's like they're just the strangest team.
Well, that's us.
Yep.
That's us. Yeah, it's us. Yeah.
So
it's us.
I don't know. I think I think the offense we've been seeing, to me, shows a sign of like this team is desperately trying to fight to get in. Mm-hmm. And I think we will see their absolute best Saturday. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see Sam Godwin. I mean, it looks really bad. Came out back on the court in street clothes, brace, ice.
Oh, man.
And after the game, they said they're getting him an MRI. That should be back by now, but we haven't heard anything. But I don't think we're going to see Sam. So we're going to be banking on guys like Wagi and Northweather. Yeah, got to step it up. I don't know if Texas has many like 7-footers really. Yeah. I don't know if that was an issue with them. I don't think it was, but
I can see a situation tomorrow where Mr. Fears and Jalen Moore take over. And they say we're gonna make. Well, yeah, we're like we're gonna make this happen.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I mean, like the thing is what we have to see tomorrow, because the issue is all season a different guy steps up every game. Yeah, Jeremiah Fears steps up. But everybody else has, less than 10 points. Yeah. There was one game where it was like Jalen Moore has 5, who, leading scorer on the team has 5. Dayton Forsyth goes off and has 26 or 27. Yeah. And it's like, okay, we need Bryson Goodine to shoot.
Yep.
We need to get him a few threes. Yeah. We need Dayton Forsyth. We need Jalen Moore. We need Jeremiah Fears. Everybody all at once. We need Kobe Elvis.
Yeah.
We need Duke Miles to all play their best basketball all at once. And that's what Porter's going to have to bring out of him. Yeah. And Wagi's going to have to play really step into his role.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wagi's going to have to really step into his role and not foul. Yeah. Holy crap, if he gets in foul trouble, we could get in real trouble really quick.
Or even just get them playing good basketball. Just consistent. Like, if everybody plays consistently good, we're set, man.
Yeah.
I think they will. There is so much on the line this game. Mm-hmm. Beyond basketball. I really think Porter's going to lock in. I think the team's going to lock in. And I think we're going to beat Texas. I mean, there's just too much on the line, I think, for us to not.
That's the thing. It's you can look at it as, are they going to win or if? But I think like they're thinking in terms of like, there's no option.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, well, if this happens, we can go do this. It's like, there's no option. It has to be now. It really, and that might be the truth. There might not be an option. Yeah. So,
I think no
matter what happens, This game is absolute cinema. I mean, the setting of it is just, I can't wait to like actually sit down and watch this game. I haven't been this excited for a college basketball game in a long time. Like this is this is one of those games.
Heater.
Yeah. This is one of those games.
Heater.
This reminds me like low key of the Tennessee football game where it was like, this is going to tell us everything.
Yeah.
And the hype building up to it, everything was just like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited for this game.
It's going to be unbelievable. Moving along, let's dive into women's basketball. I'll let you kind of take over here.
I can take over women's basketball, man. It's been a crazy, I'm wearing my women's basketball shirt today, actually.
Fire.
Yeah, I pulled it out of the closet because we're playing right now. We're playing like, their game is probably starting really soon. So I'll read off some of like what's been going on. We're on like an 8-game win streak right now.
Dude, Jenny B got them.
And like a lot of these wins are like
big. There's
a one in there that's 40, a 40-point win, which is crazy. 20, 10, 15-point wins. They're just huge wins. Senior night, 19th ranked Alabama comes to town. Peyton Verhulst goes nuclear. Just absolutely has a game. And we win that to finish off our regular season. Yesterday, we played Georgia in the first round of the SEC tournament. Just wiped the floor with them. And so now we got a pretty good matchup. It's the 4 versus 5 seed of the SEC tournament, but it's 12 versus 10. We're 10, they're 12 in the AP poll. Kentucky. So we're playing Kentucky here in like 5 minutes. That game is going to start, and it's going to be interesting. After that is South Carolina or Vanderbilt. I can probably tell you it's going to be South Carolina. And I don't know if y'all remember the South Carolina game from the regular season. It was brutal. So the path to an SEC championship tournament win, like championship win, is pretty hard, very hard. Because I bet on the other side of that tournament, there's Tennessee and Texas, and oh gosh, Texas, yeah. So,
can you believe that the 4th and 5th seed in the SEC are 10 and 12?
Yeah,
10th and 12th in the nationally. That is just mind blowing. That the 4th and 5th seed are ranked in the top 12 nationally in the SEC. That just shows you how dominant. It's
so loaded.
It's unbelievable.
It's very top heavy. You got South Carolina, Texas, Tennessee.
LSU having a year? Or they?
I don't know.
I don't
think they're having a year.
I haven't seen much.
I've seen a lot about Texas and South Carolina.
Yeah, Texas,
because they're like
coin flip.
That was crazy, huh?
A coin.
But yeah, they're basically, those guys are locked 1 seed. South Carolina and Texas, they'll be 1 seeds in the tournament. But we're looking at a 4 seed, I think, which is huge because we'll be the higher seed for up until the Sweet 16. So we'll be playing lower level teams for a while.
Yeah.
It's exciting, man. I mean, it'd be cool to see women's basketball make a little run.
Like they can go
deep.
Like,
their goal should be deep. Like when we're talking men's basketball, it's like make it, maybe get that first round win, get into the second round, maybe make the Sweet 16. But when you talk about women's basketball, it's like, wow, I'm looking at that Final Four.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that kind of
Elite Eight.
Yeah. And it's going to be a lot about who we get bracketed up with. Because if we get in the same quadrant as South Carolina, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're different.
Hopefully we get placed a little favorably and can get lined up with a little bit of an easier quadrant on the bracket.
Yeah.
But if we do, I think we could go Elite Eight. We could go Elite Eight should be like this is what I don't want to say that's what success should be because it's not a failure if you make the Sweet 16, but like that's what I would have my sights on is like Elite Eight or bust, and it's not truly a bad season if you don't make the Elite Eight, but that would be my mindset.
But just with the way they're playing right now, they look so dominant. And they're getting hot at the right time. Like this is the perfect time to be getting there. So women's basketball, man, they're
really good.
Fun to watch. Good team.
They're really good.
Comments on comments.
Let's do it.
Let's dive in. This is our favorite part of the segment. Comments on comments. I'll start out.
Okay. But
we're going to go dive into a little bit of football here. So this was actually a pretty big week for football. Spring camp is starting. We had interviews with John Mateer, Jim Nagy, BV. I'm not going to lie, man. I'm excited.
Here, go ahead.
I'm excited. What?
Get out your John Mateer.
Yeah.
Please.
Bro, I was not talking about John Mateer.
Bro, just get it out.
I'm excited for the season.
Just get it out. This guy. Nonstop.
I would be lying to you if I told you that. Because let me tell you, when we lost to Texas 34-3 last season, I said, "Yep." I was like, "We're not winning the Natty." You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we could have a good season, but we're not winning the national championship if we lose to Texas 34-3.
Yeah.
And the question at quarterback at that time, I was like, "We're not winning the Natty." I'd be lying to you if my hopes are not back. If I said my hopes aren't back,
Why?
man.
Why are your hopes not back? That's really the question.
This past week has, and it happens every year.
It does.
It happens every year. You see videos from inside Everest training facility, and you're like, "Ooh, he looks big. Ooh, he looks good." And it's like, this is routes on air. They're playing against no defenders.
Yeah.
And like, you're like, "Oh, he's the next." But listen, first off, a Brent Venables interview could make me believe in anything.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Jim Nagy, that whole situation has been really, but that's more of a long-term thing, unfortunately. And Mateer's interview was good, but for me, what got me thinking
I already know.
was these receivers, these transfer receivers and the transfer O-linemen and the O-line in general. Those receivers look really nice. They look Satania and Giovanni Gibson.
Yep.
They look big. They look physical. They look fast.
Yeah.
I was like, that receiver core is nice. And on top of that, the O-line has nowhere to go but up.
Yep.
So, and I still believe in that running back room. If they're given the right scenario, John Mateer, Jared Kanek at tight end. The offense is turning around, man. I don't know. I'm starting to believe in this offense, man. I'm starting to believe in this offense, and that's all we need. Again, we are an offense away. That's all we need.
We're an offense away.
We're an offense away from being great.
What are your thoughts?
I mean, he already said it. I'm not trying to be a hater. Like, I have no excitement for the season.
You're playing negative Nancy today.
We need every week needs one.
We need a negative Nancy every week. We do.
Devil's advocate. I'm not. I'm just not going to, because I saw Jackson Arnold throw the ball.
Yep.
You could have completed that same pass last spring.
That's fair.
He just didn't run down and celebrate. That's the only thing that, like.
That's fair. That's fair. That's what we're getting all hyped up about.
So that's true. That's the problem. If I saw that video that we're all talking about, where he throws a dot to Giovanni Gibson, and he had 313-pound David Stone, Dominic Williams, Jaden Jackson, all these people running full speed at him, then I might feature you one of those. When he had the phantom D line was running after.
Fair.
Him.
Yeah.
I think I get the. Here's the one thing I was saying. I get the looks. I get the Baker to whatever, but the video it kind of was. It's a little corny to me. It just felt a little corny because it's like he's forcing it.
Do you dare say clip farming? It's the John Mateer clip farm?
Giving, how would the girl say it? It's giving Dylan Raiola vibes.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can't. Dylan's. That's a whole different type of glaze, bro.
It is.
The haircut, the number, the goatee.
I'm just saying, but I understand what you're saying. I thought the same thing.
I see it. But comparing to Dylan Raiola is a different type of glaze.
But it's a Dylan Raiola type move to go do the whole the run, the celly, the jump up.
But the thing is, though, listen, I'm going to play devil's advocate here for John Mateer. Okay. I can see where you're coming from.
Yep.
And I cannot say that I disagree.
Yeah.
However, I've seen John Mateer highlights at Washington State.
Yeah.
He does that in games.
That's fair.
That just might be who he is.
Yeah.
So, yes, could it be a little clip farming? I can't disagree. But is that who he is?
Could be.
I think so.
Could be.
I think so.
Now, if he adds in the arm swings, that's when I'm going to know.
If he does the skip and the
because
that's clip farming. That's clip farming. Yeah.
And I was lazy.
I knew who it was. Like, that was
absolutely.
I understand.
Yeah.
I did that in high school.
100%.
Yeah.
But like you understand it, but now it's like, but no one was calling you Baker Mayfield.
No.
People are saying, the only thing
I wish they did. I wish they called me Baker Mayfield.
I mean, don't we all?
I wish they did. They did in high school. The freshmen did.
I guess
It made me feel like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. We'd have summer practices, like fall camp, and we have like 2 days, bro. And they're like, "Yo, that's Baker." I'm like, yeah, definitely not. But I felt like him.
That's the only thing.
But yeah, anyways,
I agree.
I can't disagree with that.
A little forced,
Yeah.
and that's the last. I don't want him to try and be Baker Mayfield. I just want him to be John Mateer. Whatever John Mateer does,
Go put up that 4,000 yards.
I think that is who
if he
he
does
is.
it, I'm on it. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
I think that's who he is.
Cool.
I think he will not be able to beat the Baker comparisons because OU fans, if we're being honest, are starving for it. They're starving for somebody like Baker. We need it bad. We haven't had a good quarterback, and I say a good quarterback. Dylan Gabriel was good, but you get what I'm saying. We haven't had that energy really since Baker. Kyler was monotone. Yeah. Jalen was stoic as can be, no emotions at all. Like Baker was the last time we had a guy with some like passion. Yeah, you know, Caleb Williams even stone cold. He'd throw his hands, he'd get excited, but nothing like Big Man. So I think OU fans are starving for it, and we're looking for any way possible to compare him. Yeah. So I think anything John Mateer does, people are gonna be like, "That's big, that's big." It's like that might just be John Mateer. Yeah. You know, might be who.
To be fair, for OU to side with OU fans on this, the dude does look just like Baker Mayfield.
Yeah,
you suit him up if you put him in a number 6 uniform.
Yeah. Especially with the lettuce, bro.
You would.
He's got the letty.
You would think. I mean, like genuinely, like you can't blame him. And the way Loki, like his play style, just a little bit. Kind of he actually plays more like a NFL Baker than a college Baker.
I saw a tweet and it was literally just him throwing a spiral. And
they're like, dude, no, I saw that too. He puts the same spin on it. I was like, bro,
dude, you spin on it.
You're spinning on it. Facts.
Dude, that is insane.
That's mega glaze.
He puts the same spin on the ball.
Bro, are you kidding me?
That is mega glaze. That's a whole different level
not
of
just
glaze.
Mega glaze. That's just like
that's Krispy Kreme running through the glaze drip.
That's
also
that's a whole, I saw that and I literally turned. I think I turned my phone down.
Yeah,
that's also just like you're looking for literally anything. Yeah.
He wears his shorts just like
he wears his shorts. Bro, look at the arm sleeve. Yeah,
drooling.
Come on, guys. Let's.
I agree. I just think to me, it's more than John Mateer, dude. It's the wide receivers.
Yeah.
The O line can only go up. That's where my mind sits at. It's like, okay, we're surrounding a guy that's a 4,000 yard quarterback with actually good stuff. Yeah. That was my biggest concern. Is like, what are we surrounding? Yeah. You put him in the same situation as Jackson Arnold, you're not going to get a much better result.
No.
So,
but I will say this: I am normally in the house. We're all pretty pessimistic about football.
Yeah.
I especially because I think me and Colin, I would argue more so than Spencer, just because we've been fans since we were kids and we've seen like just failure after failure, getting so close and failing. Wow. But I will say, I think I'm getting hope again. And even though it's fall camp and really anybody could do this, we could go out there and throw some spirals to some guys with air routes. I feel it. And I want to believe. And I think if we beat Michigan, man, week 2,
I just think
back.
Where I agree with you on this is like, there's a feeling about this offense change.
It's a difference.
Something has changed in that offense. Yeah. Something has changed in that offense.
Yeah.
I think Ben, and I think it's more of a Ben Arbuckle thing, honestly.
Yeah.
Also a John Mateer thing, but something has changed in that offense, man.
Different.
And what's beautiful is nothing has changed in that defense.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of the linebacker room.
Good Lord. Sammy almost goes like a freak.
Yeah.
And they were wearing like shorts kind of rolled up a little bit. Yeah. Quads were literally
they look like Collins.
Kobe McKenzie, like Sammy Omosigo, Kendall Daniels, and Kip Lewis.
I said, "Oh, geez."
I was like, that group's crazy,
dude. If I'm a quarterback against that team,
dude, that front seven, dude, David Stone at 313 looks unbelievable.
Yes, R. Mason and David Stone.
I walked to class in the fall behind David Stone. And he pulled his phone out of his pocket. I'm sorry, this might be some glaze right here, but it happens. His hands, dude, I swear his hands are like this big, bro.
Yeah.
He has like 12-inch hands. And I was like, dude, what? And now I'm thinking he was like 290.
Yes, bro.
I saw him.
Yeah.
Just put on like 15.
That was the thing.
25.
People were saying like he had a disappointing freshman year. I was like, I don't think the game plan for him is not for him to be like dominant right now. Like, he needed to gain some weight, and Bates knew that.
He did it.
Never doubt Ty Bates.
Yeah.
Never doubt Ty Bates.
Doubt,
dude.
Don't
obedient.
Don't obstruct.
Don't obstruct.
Unique. What's the word?
DBT. That's what doubt.
That's the word. I was like, what's the word?
Don't obstruct unique
body traits. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll come back to that.
We'll come back to that. Ty Bates will be in your DMs with a good acronym.
What's
we can't even read the one anyway. Anyway, let's read some comments.
Let's get some comments, man. We got a little sidetracked. This is from Mr. Terry Dillingham. He was commenting on a few of our stuff before on Facebook.
Thanks, Terry Dillingham.
Thank you, Terry. You're a resident fan. This was on a post that we made about what Josie said about canceling the spring game and creating the Crimson Combine. Josie was commented saying it's a rotten spot to be in, which Mr. Terry responded back, "It is rotten that I get weekly emails from OU wanting more NIL money." Terry, I can't agree more. If I had $1 for every time I got an email from Joe C, Oklahoma Athletics, and it's a 12 paragraph eloquently written email about pretty much just saying we need more money. God, it's exhausting. I don't blame you, Terry. Like, come on.
That's right.
Yeah, I get those all the time. So my dad got one. My dad never went to OU.
We're begging.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even know how they got his email. Like all my financial stuff went through like my mom. It's just like how they even get his email. I don't know.
Yep.
But they probably paid for like emails, like paid for site.
Steve. Yeah. No. I can agree with that. It's, and I bet you it's not to show you. Like, let's be real. Like, especially like alumni programs. Mm-hmm. Once you are an alumni of a university,
you'd never not be.
Would you like to make a donation? I made a $30,000 donation every year to your university for 4 years. Actually, 4.5 for me. And I'm not planning on making any more. I feel like I gave enough. If I'm ever a millionaire, like not just a millionaire, but like, hey, if I'm ever really, really breaded up, maybe a little tax benefit. I donated to my local university. I would give some money to OU football. Yeah. I would go buy them Bryce Underwood.
Yeah.
Yep, that's me.
It's me.
They wouldn't have to say anonymous donor on the graphic.
Oh yeah.
Hey, put my face on it.
$1.5
million.
Yep. Have a facility named after you.
Yeah. No, yeah. If I ever donated money, I want a picture of me smiling. With the quarterback that they bought with my money. Like, this is me. Dude, this is my guy. I bought him.
I want a private dinner.
All the gear.
Yeah, I want a facility name for me. I want an Instagram post.
I want a full photo shoot of me in gear. Yeah. I want to run out with the team. You want $12 million, you better earn it. Give me something.
I want to run out with the team. Jump up, hit the flag. I'm in full pads.
I want the first snap.
40 in full pads.
I want a snap. Give me a right here.
Yeah.
Right there.
Anyway.
USC has a thing like that where you can pay money to go run out with the team.
Yeah.
And a Notre Dame fan did it last year.
I saw that.
Wearing all green. He did it. Anyways, I'm not gonna lie. I would pay money for that.
No, that's fire. Yeah, I would.
If OU did, I would pay money to run out with the team.
If you had the money,
I would live that dream.
Yeah,
I would live that dream.
Yeah, for
sure. I would.
Yeah,
figure out a way to put some type of gear on. I'm going super fan.
Yeah,
I'm putting pads on.
Dude, if I could get his P-Flex, bro.
I know you have 50,000 back there. So just slide
yep.
Anyways, moving on.
One more comment I got about the John Mateer looking like.
Here we go.
Been saying it myself for days now. On top of that, I haven't seen real chemistry since DG, the dime time retreat bonding with the wide receivers.
Who said that?
Tyler Nelson on Facebook. I really agree with this. I think we talked about this last week, but I think the weirdest thing was like, I don't know. I think we all thought that the dime time retreat was going to become like a tradition.
Yeah, like you just carried on.
Yeah.
And then Jackson Howard just like didn't pick it up, and it's like,
yeah. I'm like, I know you have money, bro.
Yeah.
You get the Dr.
Yeah. You got the Dr. Pepper.
Well, no, he didn't. He got taken by Michael Hawkins.
Well, he still did the commercial.
Oh, he did have it at first. He did have the commercial.
Dancing with Dr. Pepper.
Bro, could you? I can't believe he got his commercial stolen.
That is the funniest.
What, dude? Within a week, it was crazy.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
that's
he got
actually
subbed
so
out of the
bad.
Tennessee game. Jackson Arnold got subbed out of the Tennessee game. Michael Hawkins was in a Dr. Pepper shirt by Saturday.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I think it was before the Auburn game.
It was
bro.
before Texas.
Yeah, before Texas.
It was
So 2
Quinn
weeks.
Ewers and Michael Hawkins. Yeah,
That's insane.
that's actually like crazy.
Like, how does it?
You
How
don't
did
have-
production wise? How does it even happen?
Imagine the
actually?
locker room. If they put their lockers next to each
Bro.
other, you have to look at the guy in the eye that
Dude.
stole your NIL.
How does it happen? Okay, so Tennessee, Michael Hawkins gets subbed in Sunday. There's no way they got to him on Sunday.
no,
well,
no
for
shot.
before
A
Texas,
week of practice, and then Auburn, and then you must have gotten to him like they must have filmed that thing the Sunday. I'm just
Yeah.
like, that's crazy.
Dude, could you imagine the phone call Dr. Pepper had with Jackson? Hey,
you probably didn't even tell him.
so we're
Probably
actually we can't do this with you anymore. We're gonna go to Michael. You just see Michael on the phone on the other, like on the across the locker room.
How do you think Michael got that?
Dude, can you imagine
Dude.
seeing Michael Hawkins walk in with that Dr. Pepper jersey on? And you're just sitting there like,
Jackson sitting there like,
thing, bro. Bro, just like, hey.
that's right.
Wow.
Michael got his AMG.
Dude, I totally forgot about the Dr. Pepper. That's funny. That's pretty
that was
hilarious.
actually comical.
But no, I do like going back to the comment.
Yeah, back to the comment.
The chemistry thing was weird. And I hope this summer we see a little, what would you even call it? Not a dime time retreat.
Tier time.
Mateer time. Okay, we're not going to call it that.
No, I want to call it that. Mateer time.
Well, anyways, some retreat. And I hope we see that. I hope we see a 300-pound old lineman doing a cannonball
Yeah.
off of a deck.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
No need to fear.
I bet they will. Mateer seems like the guy who would do that. Take him out to the ranch, treat him well.
He got enough.
He's got enough money.
He got enough.
That's for sure.
Golly,
He can do that.
Probably.
That's crazy. When is it? That pretty much wraps up today's podcast. Thanks for listening. If
Yeah.
you enjoyed it, subscribe to us anywhere you listen to podcasts. We're literally everywhere. And we're constantly posting on social media. Too much, some could say.
Honestly.
So if you want to be overfilled with joy from OU content,
Literally.
follow us on any social media. We'd love to, have you do that. And yeah.
Anything else going on?
Well, yeah, we're gonna have a video for you guys coming up next week. We're excited about. So
Yeah.
we won't tell you the details of it, but it's gonna be fun little video.
Something different.
Something different, something new, and we're excited for it.
A lot of big time sports going on this week. Like
Yeah.
softball, basketball. Like by the next time we're shooting, we're going to know a lot.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be
Really
crazy.
exciting stuff. Watch your sports. Watch OU.
Watch your sport.
And
Watch
we're
your
on
sports.
basketball. We're on softball today. It's gonna be fun. So,
Yep.
anyways, thanks for watching, guys.
All right.
Peace.